Good afternoon and good morning. This is James Loy of Loyalty360, welcoming you to our ongoing Thought Leadership and Loyalty series. Today we have Eoin Comerford, President and CEO of Moosejaw Mountaineering, here to talk about how the outdoor recreational apparel and gear company strives to make customer engagement just as much fun as trail hiking and mountain climbing. Hello, Eoin.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. And to start, we want to get an idea about your unique approach to marketing. So Moosejaw is known for its what's been called a whimsical approach called Moosejaw Madness. Can you describe what Moosejaw Madness is all about and how does that help build customer loyalty?
Sure. Basically, our we want to be the most fun outdoor retailer on the planet, and it's really about not taking yourself too seriously. Being outdoors should be fun, and so that's really what we try to inject in everything that we do in all of our marketing. It just takes that sort of fun, quirky approach that maybe is a little bit unexpected. Makes you smile, makes you laugh, makes you want to open that email from Moosejaw every day, even if you've got no intention of buying, just to see what kind of crazy stuff we just came up with.
And Moosejaw has been recognized as a leader in online marketing and retailing by the New York Times, Forbes magazine, Outside magazine, and more. You're obviously very successful in online marketing. So what does it take for a brand to maintain such a strong digital presence and to succeed in online customer engagement today?
Really, I think first of all, you have to know what your brand is all about and really define what that is. And so for us, we went through and looked at it. Our founder, Robert Wolf, really is the personification of the brand. And he's not involved as much day to day. So I worked with him on really coming up with some core values that help define who we were or who we are. And it's about, our first is to be notable. So everything that we do, we want it to be something that people will want to tell 10 friends about. The next thing is to be engagingly engaged. And what that talks to is really that when we work with our customers, when we engage with people on social or even through email, that really it is an engagement. It isn't just a one-way broadcast of marketing. And so we look to bring people in there. We also talk about make customers love us. So not just satisfy customers. Everyone says customer satisfaction is part of their values, but really make people love us so that we won't let them get off the phone if they're mad, that kind of thing. And then the last but not least is only do cool stuff. So basically what that means is only do stuff that we're really proud of, only sell stuff that we would buy ourselves. And really that helps. That's a big driver in terms of whether we want to do a marketing program or add a brand is that kind of a value. So having understood what we were about, then we really look at the sort of four tenets that we have around our marketing. And it's really the first thing is about being consistent in our voice. So we know who we are, but we want to make sure that whatever kind of customer touch point you have, or whatever kind of touch point the customer has with us, it should really have that same brand voice. So whether it be the package that shows up on their doorstep that says, use teeth, not knife, seal with a kiss, and has that sort of Moosejaw vibe, or even maybe it's our truck driving down the freeway that says, driver carries $50 cash and is fully naked. Those kinds of things are those sorts of little touch points that even the ship confirm email, has that same voice to it, and it has to have that. We train our customer service people on how to answer the phone in the Moosejaw way. So every touch point has to be consistent. And then we talk about taking the long-term view, and what we mean there is, it's very easy in this world of analytics and numbers to look at every interaction and try to figure out the ROI and say, okay, well, this email, all of our emails have to have a certain open rate and a certain sales per 1,000 cent or whatever, and that's great. But if that's all you look at, then you become boring, quite frankly, and just numbers driven. So you take a long-term view, and so we have what we call madness emails that we send out, periodically, that really have no connection to anything that we sell. It's just funny stuff that we come up with. It might be an online game we've created. It could just be a stupid. We have something called Test Lab where we test product, but we do it in a really dumb way. So all those sorts of things. And then I think one perfect example is our X-ray app. So we did a catalog, and this was early days of augmented reality, maybe 2012. And so what we did was we used the augmented reality technology so that you could use the app on your phone, look at the catalog, and then as you looked at an image of a model in his or her jacket, we're selling these jackets, the jacket disappears and you can see them in their underwear. Um, and so that was what we weren't doing it really to help sell product, because if we had done that, we would have used the app to to show a video of the product in use or to give more specifications. But it really works because that app had over 3 million downloads, even though we only sent 200,000 catalogs. So taking that long term view, I think, is key.
All right, great. Well, I think more than answers my next question, which was going to be about what are some of the unique things you do to differentiate yourself. But as far as all the examples that you did give, how do you know what works and what doesn't work? Or how do you know what's going to be meaningful to your customers? Or do you just go with what you think is cool and see what happens?
Pretty much. I mean, I think people that try to create viral marketing campaigns usually fail simply because it's so obviously trying to catch on to a trend or trying to catch on to something that's going on in the space. We didn't think that we would get anywhere near a million, let alone 3 million downloads for that app. It just was something that we thought was funny and made us laugh, so we did it. That said, we do look at the performance of our campaigns. It's not like we're totally blind to that. And so some of the promotions that we do that we have fun with that have been successful is where we do gift with purchases, but they are unique limited edition items. Okay, so a recent one was a Moosejaw towel. So it's a beach towel it's a big red towel with the Moosejaw logo on it, and then on it says this towel has seen me naked. As you can tell, there's a lot of naked in Moosejaw marketing. We do actually talk about non-naked things occasionally too. Like we had another one, which is a limited edition captain's hat. So it's like the white brim, the white hat with the black brim, but it had the Moosejaw logo and all the little filigree on there, and that was great because the Moosejaw brand loyalists, even if they weren't necessarily in the market to buy right there, they really wanted to get that hat.
Okay, and last question, what are some of the biggest challenges or opportunities that are facing customer experience professionals today, either from your own particular industry or things you're seeing, general trends for marketers across any industry?
But really, I think it's really, really hard to stay above the promotional fray, quite frankly. I mean, customers have been conditioned to expect that, to expect a percent off. And in that scenario, really everyone loses. Or maybe not the customer, they get a cheaper product, but certainly the retailer loses because then the conversation doesn't become about the brand, it becomes about price. So I mean, you can't be almost nobody is immune to it, and you certainly can't ignore it and say, well, we're going to be full price all the time, especially if you're like Moosejaw, where most of the brands that we sell are available elsewhere online, and so that can be challenging, right? You can have a consumer that absolutely loves your brand, loves everything that you do, but if you're 20% higher than the next guy, they're probably going to buy from the next guy. So it's really about having more of a long-term loyalty program, which is what we have with Moosejaw Rewards, to bring people back to give that additional incentive to stick around, as well as the marketing. And then if you have that engaging marketing and have engaged with your consumer, at least they will listen to you when you talk with them via email or social or what have you, and will engage with you. And when you have the product that they want at the right price, then you can make that happen. But it's just very tempting to be all about price because as a marketer you see the results and you say, oh wow, when I offer this 20% off coupon, my sales go up X, Y, and Z. But then it becomes a knee jerk. At any time you need sales, okay, let's hit him with another coupon, and then the customer just gets more and more conditioned that they're only going to make a move when you do that.
That sounds great. That's awesome. Owen, well, thank you so much for your time, for speaking with us, and for all of your insights today.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
To see more videos on our ongoing Thought Leadership and Loyalty series, visit Loyalty360.org.